Alright people, Catfish Dave here. It's been a while, sun's right in the camera for this video. It's probably about 9:30 a.m. I went on a long journey, man, trying to find some decent skipjack. And I found some. You know, that's a lot nicer than them old sardines back home. Figure while I'm down this way, on the way back home, I would stop and fish. We're in the Chickamauga Reservoir here. Got me a striper rod in here in case I see any pop. I see that every now and then, but never when my striper rod's in the boat. Either way, let's suspend this spot real quick. Maybe throw one line out. Got a little bit of current coming through here. The current is going to increase as the day goes on. I tried painting this carbon rod because you can't see them at night for night video. It was supposed to be fluorescent, and that sure don't look like what the lid said on the paint can, and I don't think I'm going to be able to see it much better at all at night. We are in the day, so other than the sun being in the camera, the picture will be just fine. Month of September, I'm not doing no dragging right now. I'm fishing in the style that could land me some of these bonus flatheads we've got around here. I've landed a number of them this month so far, what little bit I've fished, by simply just sitting still in the right areas, letting them become active and find my bait. I just seen a big striper break all the way across river there. Of course, he's not going to do that on this side of the river. If he does, I got something for him. If I see those things pop, I'll fish for them if I got the stuff for it. They're a lot of fun. We got something right there. Something just holding that bait. That looks like a flathead bite. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, 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 that's a blue cat. That's a blue cat. I'm feeling that roll now. He took it down like a flathead. Sure my drag's set, yeah. Yeah. Here. Oh yeah. Old barrel of a blue cat right there. Not a bad fish. Oh, 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 don't you ding my rod up. Oh, yeah. I hate that the sun is right in the camera for this. It's going to be a terrible picture. I can spin the boat around the other way, but I got to reel my lines in for that. And this is not a world record, so we're not going to do that. It is a fat little fish. Fat little fish, got a nice fat gut on it. Short but stocky. Yeah, I love these rods for suspend fishing. Just can't see them at night for night video. Had a crazy little thing happen to me this morning. As I was getting in the boat, I had my wallet and a few things in my hand, and I'd stepped down here and it was slick, and I slid, and my wallet and some other stuff went right over into the river. I pretty much had cat-like reflexes, and it was only a couple feet from the boat, and I managed to reach out and get that wallet before it sunk. I'm happy about that. We've got her all spread out here, trying to dry out. One thing I like about this reservoir, it does not have the numbers of fish that Watts Bar does. Probably don't have the numbers of fish Fort Loudon does. But you could get a monster here. Got a bite there. They're much harder to find here, but due to the diversity of this reservoir and all the little back creeks and edges this thing has along it, there's a lot of places fish can hide and escape these commercial fishermen that's been down here. This lake here still legitly holds a few monster fish. Watts Bar, Fort Loudon, if there's 180-pound fish in each one of those reservoirs, I'd be surprised. A lot easier to catch fish, but it's typically Dink City. We're not fishing Dink City today. I'm kind of a little excited about being here. We're going to give this spot just a few minutes here, give it a chance, and then I'm going to work down towards some even bigger, deeper water. Alright y'all, spot number 2, we're doing a little bit of stick and move fishing this morning. I'm going to give each spot of interest a little chance. I believe if we sat right here all day, we'd bust a nice flathead. But there's also a lot of monster blues down in here, so we're going to fish for both at the same time. We could get both right here. We're fishing a ledge on the outside bend here, about halfway up it. This ledge is covered with shad swimming along this ledge. I just seen another striper all the way down there on the other side of the river. If one pops right in front of me, I'm going to throw that swim bait. Well, alright y'all, I've given this spot about 30 minutes. A little bit of action on that suspended bait. This is the most flatheady spot we fished of the two. When's the flathead going to eat? Could be 2 hours from now. Might not be till 11 o'clock tonight, even though they're right here in front of the bait. So let's work our way down to this deep section of river. It will greatly increase our chance of catching more fish. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. There's something big right there. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Let me loosen that drag up. Let me loosen that drag up. Oh, oh, oh. We might not have to go nowhere. Like I said, this is a very flat-heady looking spot. He's fighting like a flathead. That was a takedown. That was a takedown. He's fighting like a flathead. He's fighting like a flathead. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, there we go. The drag's coming out. Drag's coming out. You don't want to horse a massive fish like this because where's he hooked? How good's he hooked? He's definitely a good one because he pulls some drag for a while. So far showing no signs of being a blue cat. Yeah, buddy, this is going to take a minute. Let's see what we got here. Fish got a good stride on him. Make sure the camera's on so I'm getting paid for this. Yeah, it's on. This old YouTube fishing life, y'all. This is a tank. Come on up. Oh, there goes more drag. There goes more drag. More bubbles. We're not real deep here, about 34 foot. See what we got here. Come on, I seen something. I seen a tail. Oh gosh dang, y'all, that's a dang blue cat. I thought for sure we had a big flathead. That's a dang ornery old blue cat, man. Dang it. No rolling going on, just burying the rod, man. It's definitely a blue cat. Yeah. Shoot! Either way, it's still a flatheady spot. Yeah, come on up here. Come on up here, big boy. Not a giant, but he's definitely a nice fish. Y'all, I thought for sure that was our flathead right here. Oh yeah. Just a good blue cat wanting to bulldog it. See if we can get him up in the net here. Come on. Yeah. Made it easy on me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's hard to believe that little old blue cat pulled that hard. I mean, he ain't small, but he pulled a lot more than what he was, I'll tell you. Full of spunk. I'll tell you what, these fish here are used to being in a lot of current, so that can make a difference on the pool. Yeah, that's a nice one, man. Dang sun, right in the camera. Oh well, he's not a monster, so I'm just gonna pick him up and we'll just not get a good look at him. If he was a monster, I'd have to go ahead and turn the camera. That's a strong old fish right there, y'all. Bulldogging it. He fooled me on what he was and how he fought. Oh man, I thought that was a big old flathead. Strong old blue cat, man. That fish fooled me on what kind of fish it was and how big it was. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was a solid fish. Man, that fish was bulldog. He was stripping on that drag there multiple times. I say we'll just stick and move this hole. I'll sit for 15 minutes, move down 100 feet or so. I'd say we're gonna get a wave or two out of that. Here it comes now. Here comes some 10-footers. With Gilligan, the skipper too, the millionaire and his wife, the movie star. In about an hour, these waves will stop and we'll get back to fishing. Like I say, you don't usually catch numbers of fish in this reservoir, but when you find some, you can find some nice ones. We're gonna stick and move. Something's happening. Something's happening. Nice slow takedown. Oh! Nice slow takedown and it comes off. That bit and hit just like a flathead. Just boom, and then just whoop, 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 whoop. And then he let go of it. Those bass guys don't do a lot of fishing, it's mostly running. If they stop, it's for about 5 minutes somewhere. They'll burn $60 of fuel because there was no bass in the 6 miles from that ramp down to this point, so he's going to keep going. I promise you there's no bass up here. He knows it, that's why he's going down farther. Very few bass in these lakes. The lakes are big, that's why you need that 300 horsepower motor, because that bass could be all the way at the other end of the lake. Luckily with catfish, they tend to cover the whole river, so you don't need near as big of a motor. We drifted a little farther down this hole. I'm not seeing any signs of blue catfish here. Very deep hole, 60 foot. But I did see some singular marks, just dead flat on the bottom like flatheads. Several, drifting down this ledge. So we moved a little farther down and we're going to fish right along this ledge. Like I say, there's not a ton of fish in this lake, but you can find quality fish when you find them. Alright y'all, the bite sucks. We've had one possible flathead bite to let go of it in this hole. And I'm not seeing any other activity. There's nothing moving through here. There's no blue cats here. This is the deepest hole for miles and miles. From the dam until you go, there's just nothing going on here. It's dead water. So we're going down here to this flat, about 20 foot. We're gonna scatter some baits. This place ain't loaded with fish like Watch Bar, but if you find them, you can find some good ones. Well, this is where we're at, fishing a shallow flat, hoping for a cat that's fat. What y'all think about that? Nothing else to do. We fished deep, nothing would chew. This is the only thing I could do. I ain't never been this far in my little boat. I might need one of them bigger motors. I had to double check my fuel. Running out of gas would not be cool. Anyway, this is where we're going to spend the rest of the day to see if anything is going to play. He's covering some ground. He's covering some ground, man. Oh, shit. Covering some ground. Yeah. Well, we just got a frisky blue cat on this flat, and he hit a headpiece, making me wonder if I shouldn't be throwing more head pieces. Pretty nice fish. Of course. This current is tough even on this flat. Oh. Gosh, dang. Get off that thing, man. Yeah, that's a pretty fat cat right there. We wasn't doing much deep, so sat here for a bit, pulled off another one, and it's, you know, I tell you what, it's bigger than the average fish in a Watts bar for Fort Loudon. Nice little barrel-shaped fish. Man, that fish covered some ground. I almost thought I had a striper for a second because he covered so much ground. But yeah, that's a nice, thick, healthy fish. You know, it ain't one of them little Watts bar dinks. Got some weight to it for its length. Alright y'all, I have moved over just a little bit. This current is ripping. I couldn't even suspend bait no more. It was just picking it up off the bottom. So we pulled it in and we've just got a few lines on the bottom here. I did miss a really big bite on this rod right before I moved. He hit it so hard, drag come out, and he just let go. But there's something pretty good over there. Yeah. There's that drag pulling fish right there. Yeah. Yeah, that's a big fish, y'all. I hope you don't get in them other lines. Yeah, that's a solid fish right there. Feels like a big blue cap. Make sure my camera's on so I get paid. We're getting paid. Yeah. Yeah. There he is. Over there using that current to his advantage. Not super big, but boy, he's a barrel, and he hit hard. He's a barrel. Yeah. That's a barrel of a fish right there. Yeah, every one of these fish, they're not real long, man, but they are thick. Could be the same fish that hit me a bit ago. That's why I moved over so I could better position on him. I knew he's there. Not a lot of length on these fish, but every one of them are like barrels. Just heavy, heavy slab looking fish. And they pull pretty good in this current. I can tell you that. I'll tell you what, y'all, these river fish that stay in this heavy current, they'll fool you. I thought that fish was a lot bigger when I first set into it. Them old slackwater fish get lazy on you. These things here will pull. Alright, y'all, one side of my nose is getting sunburnt sitting here. I'm going to call it at this. I come way down river, trying to find some better skipjack. I done that. Figured I'd fish a little bit on the way back home, so anchor fished, hoping to get a flathead. Didn't happen. I think we had a flathead bite in that second deepest hole we went to that let go of it, but you ain't gonna get them every time, not while you're sitting here. Maybe tonight they'll eat, who knows? Maybe if I'd got here earlier, I would have got one, I don't know. But either way, this lake don't have the numbers, but you can find quality fish here when you do find them. So these fish pull hard. That one I thought was a big flathead, and I guess this current just keeps them strong, man. Either way, y'all, if I was to drift and drag and do all that stuff, I'm going to catch more fish, but I said I wasn't going to do that through the month of September. We're just going to anchor fish, and we have caught some flatheads this month. Either way, y'all, it is a video. There was fish in the video. That makes the fishing video. This is Catfish Dave with another one, signing out.